Good is get you it's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Inferno players that did get added to the player market today in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM, and if this is worth anything for you guys or not. Now, look, I gotta be honest with you guys, the Inferno set, I was a big fan of. Basically what it was, if you missed out on it, is they added them to the agendas for 1 week, and you could grind them out. And if you completed all of them, you got Tracy McGrady, basically, is what happened. There was a challenge for AK, Steph, Banchero, Herro, Jamal Murray, all the way down. If you completed all of them, you got Tracy McGrady. Now, there were some really good cards. Starting with the budget options, James Jones was good, Ayton was good, Jennings, Jarace Walker, they were all solid. Diamonds, Drexler was okay, Banchero was fantastic, AK was really solid, and then obviously Steph Curry, just undersized but solid as well. Now today in the player market, they added everybody. T-Mac for 262,000 MT, AK for 241, Steph for 210, Banchero for 157, Clyde for 94, which isn't bad, and then all of the Amis for 21,000. So my initial reaction to this is the Amis are crazy in price. I mean, 21,000 MT for any of these Amis is just, in my opinion, absolutely ridiculous. Now, all these Amis are really solid, so I want you guys to know and understand that, like, the Amis are good, but when you can go out there and get the Kobe and Shaq duo for 21,000 MT, there's no reason to get any of these guys. I'm being honest with you guys. I mean, I like James Jones, I like Jennings, I like Ayton, I like a lot of these cards, but when we're comparing it to some of these other cards that we've gotten, it's just kind of sad. And even if you want to look at this type of a set, I mean, Ruby's in here for 10,000 MT. Like Julian Strawther was absolutely elite. Bender's 10,000 MT. Even in this New Year's resolution set, Herb Jones is 4,000 MT. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to spend your MT on any of these Amis. Now the Diamonds, Clyde for under 100,000 MT. Gonna be honest, you could do a lot worse. Now, do I think he's worth that price? No. And my whole mindset behind it with Clyde is he's a rim running shooting guard. I mean, he's not a defensive minded player. He's not a great shooter. He's just a rim running shooting guard that can do a little bit of everything. He's an all around shooting guard, but rim running is his best thing. And I just think you can do better. Even a guy, let's say like Ron Artest, Paul George, I'd rather have them at this stage than a guy, like a Clyde. And again, that's my personal preference. You guys might pick up Clyde and have a lot of success with him. I think he's fine, but for 94,000 MT, you could, he's not a bad value, is my point. Jamal Murray, horrible for 73,000. Herro, not worth 105,000. Banchero, this card is absolutely elite. What's the problem with Banchero? He's 157,000 MT. So let's say you didn't go and get Paolo Banchero, and today is the first day you can get him with MT, because all these diamonds were basically online modes. Banchero, I think, was a difficult challenge. I don't remember exactly what it was. Maybe like steals or something, and it was pretty difficult. Maybe it was dunks in a game mode. I'm not exactly sure. But this is the closest card to the Diamond LeBron James that we have in my team. I mean, he's not going to be a super hype, fun offensive player, but he's going to hold it down in the defensive end of the court and just be an all-around power forward, small forward that you can go out there and trust. I mean, Banchero is super similar to this guy right here in Pink Diamond, Karl Malone. Now, obviously, I do think Karl Malone is slightly better than Banchero, just slightly better stat and badge-wise, but I think Banchero's on that similar level. So 157,000 MT. Yes, that price is pretty steep. I can't sit up here and say I think he's worth that price, but I don't think that price tag is the worst thing in the world. Like, if there is one guy that I think is decent for that price tag, it's Banchero that we've covered this far. I mean, the Amis are just overpriced. Ayton's good, but James Jones is good. They're just really overpriced. Diamond Clyde's not bad. Diamond Banchero is really good, just pretty expensive. Diamond Steph Curry for 210,000 MT. Look, I'm going to phrase it like this with Steph Curry. You had to make 204 pointers with the card. If you did that, you got a Steph Curry card. Now, this is pretty steep for Steph Curry. 210,000 MT. I mean, look, the card's fun to use. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat things. But watch him on my No Money Spent Squad series. I mean, it's just tough to run him, because if he is not absolutely cooking on the offensive end of the court, he just is a liability, because the opposition is going to attack Steph Curry on every single possession. They're going to send back cuts, and he's got to find a way to defend. And for 210,000 MT, it's just so tough to run a guy like Pink Diamond Steph. Again, I've ran the card. I've had a lot of success with him, and he is one of the more fun cards to use. And if you got him for free, run him. fantastic, awesome. But if you are debating whether you should spend your MT or save it, I would save it with Steph Curry. T-Mac, 262,000 MT. Here's where I want to talk about things. Now, T-Mac is not worth that price tag. That's the first thing I want to say, but if you were asking me, like, T-Mac for 262,000 MT, I don't think, it's the worst thing, because if we're talking about non-lock-in shooting guards, like shooting guards that you can get that you don't have to lock in for, who else is really up there that's really, on that similar type of level? Clay is up there on a similar type level. And so that's my whole thing. Kawhi is on a similar level. I don't think T-Mac is worth the 262,000 MT. Absolutely not. But it is nice that you do not have to lock in for Tracy McGrady. Like, you can buy all these for a discount. Basically, you're looking at what, $60, $70 for it. Not worth it. I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it because these cards are not great. T-Mac for 262,000 MT. Not worth it, but it's not as steep as the grind was, right? The grind for T-Mac was absolutely ridiculously long. About 10 to 12 hours, and spending 262,000 MT at the end of it doesn't seem like it's the worst, especially considering everything else. Andrei Kirilenko, super overpriced. And I like Andrei Kirilenko, but you're asking us to spend 241,000 on MT on a card that's, not any better than a Diamond Kawhi. It's just crazy to me. Some of these prices are just absolutely insane. To get all of these cards with MT, I'm gonna be honest, to get all these cards with MT, here's what you're looking at. Here, and this is not me trying to be mean, not me trying to be crazy. It's just me being honest with you guys. To get all of these cards, you are looking at 1.12 million MT. It's ridiculous. This is so expensive. Now, I will say I'm grateful that 2K gave us the opportunity to grind for these cards, but the fact that they're like hyping them up as, oh, they're now in the player market. I mean, okay, cool, but all of these cards are overpriced. At least give us an AMI for 10,000 MT, like you want to price increment all of these things. Make one of the amethysts 30,000 MT. James Jones. Make Jarace Walker 10,000 MT. At least give us a budget option when it comes to amethyst, 2K. Like, they could have done so much more with these cards in the player market. Instead, they made it 1.1 million MT, which is absolutely ridiculously, absolutely unheard of. And the fact of the matter is, it's just sad. I don't know how else to phrase it, how else to say it. It honestly is just sad. So, I don't know. That's where I'm at on things. I don't want to hate on the game in general because I'm really excited about it. But them putting these in the player market, don't even pay any mind to it because all of these cards is overpriced. I can't even say anyone is a good deal. If I was to spend MT, it'd probably be on one of the budget guys, probably. But I guess Banchero for 157,000 MT might be one of the most worth it cards when it comes down to the set. But from top to bottom, I would save your MT instead of spending it. Keep that in the back of your mind. Save, save, save when possible. Yes, these are added into the player market, but there's really nothing to look at here. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on them adding this to the player market down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.